So yesterday being 3rd of July, a state high court sitting in Osun has sentenced 5 men to death for killing a Fulani herder. This case has been on ground since 2021. But before we talk about this particular case, because it's going to be a very interesting something that you need to know. We are going to digest this properly, especially knowing very well that bandits has been killing the Nigerian soldiers, and they have been releasing them on the ground that they have repented. Nigerians has been killed a lot of times by those Boko Haram and the rest, but we have not seen any courts in Nigeria prosecuting any terrorists for the last 1 decade. So we're going to be talking about this, but before then, the Nigerian police, it has been alleged that they have killed a particular suspect in their custody, right, in Abuja. The suspect was arrested and was detained and beaten to death.
I called the boy. I said, wisdom, work Erasmus for me. I bring food for una. The boy where he keep person, now the boy voice, he said, Male. They beat Erasmus yesterday night, he died.
The boy when kill the person.
God,
now he answer you to tell you say them beat until they kill him last night.
Let's not forget that in 2020, the tension of the fact that Nigerian youths are being manhandled, killed on a daily basis by the Nigerian police force led to the NSAS protests. The protest lasted for complete 19 days before it was hijacked by what looks like the government, because there were video clips where thugs were seen escorted by the Nigerian police.
The bullet meets the person beside me. I swear, the guy waiting beside me.
I remember you now, you know me now.
The person waiting beside me, bullet meet, I instantly fall down. I got saved myself. I run.
4 people.
Four people. I say I'm going like this. 4 people.
Bros, I was aware of that when they shoot for leg. I was aware of that.
Give that guy on the back.
Where civilians who were protesting carrying only bottled waters were seen beaten by those thugs. And many were even interviewed where they said they were given 1,000 naira in order to disrupt that particular protest. And we saw all that happened in 2020, even down to the Lekki toll gates, where Nigerians were massacred just like what is going on in Kenya. And now,
people for my face, we don't want anything. We there with flag. We only flag.
We know them with anything.
They don't kill us. Like they don't shoot my guys for my friend. Kill them.
it's very unfortunate that I will not be able to allow you to watch this video just as it's playing on the screen. That is the only way I can allow it to be played, because I've made a lot of contacts to make sure that I air this particular video, but I've not been given that opportunity. So therefore, you just have to check it out on Brekete Family, where this issue was raised. It's a very, very pathetic story. If you watch that video, you will understand the manner at which people are being dehuman in this country. This is a democratic, state. But the manner at which issues are being handled, it raises this question as if Nigeria is an authoritarian, system of government. Back to the issue in Osun State. An Osun State High Court sitting in Ede has sentenced 5 men to death by hanging for the murder of a Fulani herder named Ibrahim Adamu. The trial judge, Justice Kadira, handed down the sentence to the 5 men on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2024. The 5 men, Ibrahim Isaac, Bello, Ibrahim Isaac, Lucifer Bello, Raymond Bello Ibrahim, Abdul, the 5 people that were allegedly to have adopted and murdered Adamu, who was selling cow at Iwode Ede, Osun State before his death. It was gathered that after Adamu's adoption, he was taken to a scheduled place in his Toyota Corolla car. The victim was later killed despite paying a 3 million naira ransom after he identified one of the perpetrators of the crime. Looking at this carefully, this is a crime against humanity. For these people to lure somebody, a citizen of Nigeria, yes, they deserve to be killed as well, just the way they killed someone else. Because for you, in the law, in the constitution of Nigeria, you don't have the right to take the life of another. And for you to take the life of another, then it is a capital punishment for you. But however, let's also look at issues bordering the killing of our soldiers who are in front fighting terrorism in this country. Most of them have lost their lives. Most citizens in the northern part of the country, in fact the whole country, has been complaining about the constant insecurity in Nigeria. But once these people have been arrested, the next thing that you will see is that they have been released or they are now repented, and they will now be rehabilitated and returned back into the community. Now, one of the questions that some people will be asking is that why don't you do same to these 5 individuals? From my own point of view, I believe that what the court has done is the rightful thing to do. But then the courts in the other way should also make sure that when issues like this come before them, they should do same in order to see equity and justice. Because I see no reason why somebody takes another person's life, you rehabilitate the person and return him back into the community, and another do same, and you say the person should be sentenced to life imprisonment, or better still, he should be sentenced to death. It doesn't make any sense at all. Justice for Mr. A should be justice for Mr. B. And with that, we have a good nation going forward. But as long as our justice system is just being biased or favor some people and do not favor others, we will continue to have a nation that is divided through ethnic and religious line. What do you make of all this? Let's have this conversation at the comment section. Thank you for watching.
Hello Sunusi. Da Allah ina son kana ji. Ka biyo bakin hanya duka ka gaya ma mutane cewa da Allah ga Fulani nan za su zo su wuce ba ruwan kowa da su. An yi magana ne yanzu za su zo wucewa kawai za su yi.